organized revolution now protest because he lost presidential election, says Oshiomole. The national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), Adams Oshiomole, has stated Omoyele Sowore only organized the revolutionary protest simply because he contested and lost the presidential elections. He made this known while speaking with journalists on Wednesday, 25th December, after a meeting of the APC National Working Committee (NWC) with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. What was the reason for protest? Let's be honest. I have led a series of protests even to this villa. Whoever wants to protest should articulate the particulars of his grievances and make specific demands about the solutions that he wants. So, what exactly, as far as you know, as members of the fourth estate of the REM, that Sowore, the publisher of Sahara Reporters, a presidential candidate cleared by INEC to bid for power, who had opportunity to ask Nigerians to vote for him. Now Nigerians have voted. The votes have been counted and he was not a favored candidate. What does he want now? That Nigeria must make him the president, because we all have to be careful. Nobody should talk as if we have another country. We have challenges, but somehow we have all resolved as a people that the way and route to power is the ballot box. Our task as a people is to continue to work to clean up the system so that only Nigerians alone shall determine who governs them at all levels. That, I believe, is a legitimate thing to fight for. But if you want to overthrow, you want a revolution, then you should have spared us the INEC putting him on the ballot paper. I don't want to talk about this, but I believe Nigerians have a right to protest. I believe people have a right to contest issues. People have the right to disagree. I have often said the government doesn't have the right to dictate to people how to protest, but you must state exactly what you want. The post-Sowore organized revolutionary protest because he lost presidential election. Oshiomole appeared first on Information Nigeria. Wonder shall never end. Where has Oshiomole been all this while? Where has he gone to all this while? When everybody is talking here and there, people have been talking about on how Sowore should be free, how DSS, has made mess of the whole thing. I think one of the chieftain of the APC now, Bamidele from Ekiti State, is now saying that they should not put the blame. They shouldn't put the blame on Buhari, that they should put the blame on DSS, that DSS make mistakes, that they made the mistakes. So the mistake is not from Buhari, it's from the DSS that refused to comply with the court order. So where is Oshiomole coming from? We know that all these people know the truth. Somebody was writing an article and said, this majority of people now that, they are abiding to this table manner, that where you are on the table eating, you don't talk. And when you are eating, you don't talk. So most of them now, they are eating. Most of them, they have something that they are falling to. Most of them now are fighting for their pocket, so they cannot talk. You can imagine the same Oshiomole who said he articulated himself. You articulated yourself the same way you think you articulated yourself, and people felt that you were really on their side. But now you are part of the system. Now your language has changed. So where you see when US was writing, the federal government writing all of them to release Sowore, why did they release Sowore? When the DSS did all that they did, rearrested him, went to the courtroom and disrupted the courtroom, so went to arrest him there. Where was Oshiomole? We didn't hear them. The same Fayemi, the same Bamidele, they are talking, they are trying to tell us that Buhari, is the man that who knows how to obey court order. I think they can take that to all those babies and all of that. But I think this issue of, I'm sure this issue of he contested, he lost. I think that one is old school. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. As Oshiomole himself asked Buhari that why did he protest after he lost election for how many times? 3 times he lost election. Does it mean he didn't contest? You can imagine that these people, their hypocrisy is at a high level. Hypocrisy, and they will be talking to Nigerians. I don't know whether because they feel that they have power now, or they are opportune to be at the end of affairs now, they can talk say anything they want to say. And somebody is even asking Oshiomole that Oshiomole, it's like Oshiomole needs medical attention. He needs to see his doctor as soon as possible. People are talking of a reality. You are talking of a contested for an election. Is it a taboo? Is it written in the constitution? Or is it a bad thing to ask for or to tell the government to do the needful, that they are not doing the right thing? Now they know that they have challenges now, but now they will never agree that they have challenges. The same thing the previous governments before they came in will still be saying that they had challenges. Now you are calling it challenges. So it's the same challenges that those people had, and that is the reason why you guys came with all manner of propaganda and remove them. Not that they even removed them. It's not as if those ones they really tried. They didn't even know that they did well. But these guys, they use opportunity of those ones not doing the needful because people were still complaining that then. They use that as a yardstick. The same Sowore that was complaining about Goodluck Jonathan, complaining about Buhari, they were happy that time. Now they are talking about them now. No, you should not talk. You contested for an election. I don't know whether it is written in the constitution that because you contested for an election. Of course, that is what they've concluded among themselves because it was Malami. I heard it from Malami. I say, okay, no wonder. This is where this statement came from. He contested for an election. He didn't win. So because he didn't win, it is really childish. That statement is really childish because he contested for an election. So the reason why he now wants to use revolution, you can imagine, with all their gra, with all their grandstanding, with all their gbugbe, let's speak it like that. All these gbugbe, where did he land them? Is it not disgrace and embarrassment that another country should come and tell you what to do? And now they are trying to paint themselves as if they are, they obey court order, they are law abiding. The deed has been done. They've already messed the whole thing up. The same way you said you have a case against Dasuki. What were you doing with him for over 4 years? The same Oshiomole that was telling us, oh, even if Buhari, if it is NEPA certificate that Buhari has, it is even better that he should be the one to be voted for, even if it is a NEPA certificate. They will just come and be saying all manner of things. I think he should go and meet the person that will deal with him, that is still dealing with him in his state. The same way, you can imagine, the same way he sang the praises of Obaseki. Now see what is happening between both of them now. See what is happening. The same man that criticized, the same Oshiomole, because that thing is still baffling. It's still baffling to me that Oshiomole that he rubbished Ezeyamu. The same Oshiomole now is trying to welcome Ezeyamu, saying all manner of things. Now, the Obaseki that he was praising, now Obaseki has become a forbidden a person that they cannot see themselves eyeball to eyeball. These are the so-called leaders. These are the so-called leaders. Oshiomole self is a leader. He's calling himself a leader. You that destroy somebody, you said all manner of things about somebody. The same person now you are bringing together. The same person you are saying, no, the person is the nice person. I don't even know, because, when they are saying all of these things, people still listen to them. So that is why they are just getting away with all of these things. People still listen to them. At this age and time, Oshiomole is telling us because Sowore contested for an election because he didn't win. That was why he called for revolution. That one is it's not selling again. That statement is not selling again, and it's not. It's not. It does not hold water. I think that's the best thing. That statement does not hold water. They should look for how to go and bring evidence they said they have against him. Let them go and meet in court. You can imagine. Oshiomole telling us you need to articulate yourself. So he didn't articulate himself. Somebody who continue to say it now, because whether they are not getting it, somebody who is planning to overthrow a government, he should go and ask Buhari. Oshiomole should go and ask Buhari how to overthrow a government. The actual way somebody can overthrow a government. You will come and no, when Buhari was to overthrow the government, the democratically elected a government, when he wanted to do that, did he announce to anybody? The coup that has happened in this country, have they ever announced it? They will not say, oh, everybody come, oh, we want to overthrow the government, oh, let us come. Oh my goodness. They think they're just talking to children, to babies. You can imagine everybody come over, we want to go for, we want to unseat this government, we want to overthrow this government. With what now? With mouth? Just mere walking on the street? You just want to, just like that. I think he needs to go and get orientation on how to overthrow a government, how it is being done. Buhari will be able to explain better to him. They should not just come and be telling us cock and bull stories. It is all the people that are listening to them. Those are the people that can tell all those cock and bull stories. Are you hearing, did you think the US or other countries, or other well-meaning countries bought this, their rhetorics? You think they bought it? Nobody bought all of those things now. The same thing. Nnamdi is this, Nnamdi is that. Nobody bought all of those stories that they were sharing, they were saying all over the place. Their statement they are making all over the place. Nobody is buying it. A well-respected country, a country that knows what it's doing, will not buy all these excuses, all these rhetorics that and messages, or this propaganda that this government is selling out there at this age and time when we are forgotten. I was even thinking maybe Oshiomole made this statement, before Sowore was released. I didn't even know that it was just a day before yesterday here, 25th. Sowore was released 24th. On the 25th, he now made that statement. So all the back and forth between the US and the Nigerian government, he didn't hear anything about it. These are the so-called leaders. So these are the so-called leaders. In the morning, they will tell you something is black. In the evening, they will tell you it is red. This one too, they will still say they are leaders. Let them continue. So guys, that's my own opinion concerning what Comrade Adams Oshiomole has said, that Sowore just lost election and he just want to be the president by force, and that was why he was calling for revolution. Leave your comments below and let's hear your take. Bye.